Hey guys, this is Tarquin coming at you with another game of hardcore Minecraft, and excited to do the things that I've been promising today, which is to build a house up in the tree. I've got my slabs, I've got my stuff, I've got the glass cooking, and a little bit of food on me, so it is time to get building. Now, I think what we'll do is build over to it. So I'm trying to think of the best way to get up there in the first place. Yeah, we'll just climb up and build a platform about halfway up, and then we'll build a staircase or something down. All right, so that's sketchy, and I need to remember that I had a whole plan. So the whole plan is that I'm going to go down to the ground first, and we're going to just throw water here, basically in the whole area. Beneath. And this is going to be our personal protective equipment. This is going to be our protection. We're going to get the hoe out real quick. Am I carrying one? Nope. All right, so we're just going to break this the old-fashioned way with the bucket. Just a normal way to get rid of leaves. I know whenever I have a tree around and I wish to have less of a tree, I just swing a bucket at the soft, delicate green parts, and before long, just so much less of a tree than before, and I feel vindicated in my choices. All right, so just one more bucket here. And it might be, like, mildly annoying eventually to refill all of this, but it won't be as annoying as dying would be, because that would be, you know, worse than worse than annoying. That would be a tragedy. A terrible, unfortunate occurrence. All right, is this high up enough in the tree for the treehouse? Yes. All right. We could, yeah, because this would be a great jumping off point. There we go. So we've got our slabs, and next thing we'll do is try to figure out if we're building on the top or the bottom. I think, yeah, bottom slab is better than top slab just for the general production of a place. And all we want to do is connect. This will be like a corner of the house, right? And then that'll be another corner, so we'll build out this way. When you go to crouch, you can't fall down, but this will, like, annoy my pinky. There's a control setting, which I will attempt to find very quickly. Yes, there, sneak toggle. There we go. And now, I was going to say I was going to toggle it, but apparently I was stuck into it because of that. All right. And now, of course, if I fall, which I shouldn't because I have this toggle on, but if I fall, I should be here in the protective water barrier that I've been making. But all right, so we're going to take the shield out of the hand, but we're going to remember that that's what's going on, because it's entirely feasible that I'm going to have to get engaged in some kind of fight. It always annoys me more than I should allow it to whenever I place a block bad like that one slab when I'm building, but I'm conscious that I'm terrible and slow at building anyway, so making sure to get the slab on the bottom. But I think the important thing is to not break it immediately and waste the time and focus doing it, and just keep on going and trying not to get discouraged tends to be an important key. And yeah, this will be like a somewhat bigger house than we need, and it will have somewhat less birch than we're going to have, right? Because I only have 20 more slabs. I definitely want the whole floor to be the same material. But this is nearly enough slabs. All right, this one I am going to have to to get out of the way. And there we have it, the beginnings of a house. And now we're just going to try to think of where exactly I want this to be. Now, if I were a smarter person, I would have brought water up here. But apparently, when you crack the upper slab, sometimes the one in the bottom can fall too. Or maybe I should have been doing the other slabs. I don't know. Maybe these slabs are bad because they don't let things be directly placed on it. I will figure it out later. Normally I just sort of fake things as they go. So that's what I'm going to keep on doing here. This is an oak slab, not a birch slab. That just won't do. So we are going to get over my discomfort at the floating table. No, we'll put it here, and then it'll make it look as though we're getting what we want. 32 more slabs. No, 24. I know how to count, but I wasn't showing you that. But this is actually going to be enough to get coverage, so that's good. Do I have torches with me? It'd be pretty clumsy to come up here without them. There we go. And we will place them on the side of trees because that is what real intelligent people do. Okay, a consequence of bottom slabs is that I can't put torches on them. Alright, I may have made a terrible mistake building in this manner. I might have to put other slabs on top of those slabs in order to build anything. Alright, well, can I put a bed here? I can put a bed floating in midair. Well then, it looks like I could have just built with blocks and not slabs. Well, another consideration is that it doesn't matter very much. I will just build up this outside thing, and we won't need to place very much stuff within the house, because that's not really what I build my houses for. And this is still going to be a nice tree house. And now night is falling, and we're going to go ahead and lay down pretty secure up here. I don't think we're going to have to worry about anybody shooting at us. Even if the pillager raid comes, we'd be able to be safe up here, relatively safe. We could just get a lot of arrows, and we would be able to fight against our enemies. That's the long time dream, anyway. So, where was I? Yes, I was realizing that I needed to slab up the sides here. And we'll just suspend putting it up on the other side there, because after this we'll have a layer of glass, or maybe even at this level. We'll have to decide. Because at the bottom layer you're sort of one under. Yeah, I might actually get the glass first. But we can always work that out as we go forward. Of course, we've got the canopy up above us. We're not going to go like a sloped tile roof or whatever. This is going to be like a treehouse internal. But that does make us wonder, how do we get here? I could just build a pathway over in that direction. Could build one in any direction, come to think of it, but not there because I would need a slab. Wow, you know, I don't think bottom slabs are the way to go. That's my real takeaway here. And I'll be able to climb up right here, which is good because I knocked that down. So, all right. We'll climb up this way and get in. So I'll just make a little platform out to the side that'll sort of overlook the water, and then we'll have a diving board that will also serve as a principal route to get inside. Which will be good because it is going to be clumsy to get in with how I have it built right now. But that's alright. My other treehouse I built in an even weirder way than this. I don't want to use the oak slab because the contrasting colors here with the orange and the birch is lovely, but I don't really love oak contrast color. Or jungle, I guess, for that matter. We do want to just make a chest so I'm not carrying all this junk up here. After all, it is my house, and we'll just have a chest floating in the air as a consequence of, you know the drill, my choices. Golden apple we don't want to get rid of. And I should be growing those melons. I should be doing a lot of things, but I just wanted to get a little bit of the house built. But I think what I need to do, I know what I need to do, is just, we'll build this platform. Will acacia? Yeah, we'll build an acacia slab thing out. Do I want that many? No, 18 will be fine. We'll have a little fence. I do like to have the fence wood made out of a slightly different thing. A slightly different material than the fence itself. I just think it looks nice. But we will have, you know, a little fence here that leads us out so that no accidents occur. Oh, right, because of the thing. Slabs are annoying. Got it. I will have to make a note of that. But this is nice because we'll have a gate here. And can we dump it? No, we'll need one more. And I think, yeah, you know, it would be better if it were centered in the house, like everything I've ever done. But that'll be a good route up. Basically infeasible for enemy that I've ever met to follow me up. And then, oh no, well, I've just gotten rid of it. Brilliant. Anyway, so as long as I don't do that with a bucket, I'll be fine. And the vines on this side will serve as an alternate route in. The same as a ladder, although breakable. And then I'll probably have like a skylight that I'll break if I do that again, but I don't want to do that again. Which, of course, the only way that I could mess up that water flow is to crack the block that it's on, or to have a bucket in my inventory while I'm doing it, which I'm going to try not to do again. But that is the long term. The short term is, how do we get Garuda up into this tree? And it shouldn't be too tough. Oh, right, because of the slab, I'm going to lose my mind. I was going to say, if I fall here, will I fall all the way? Yes. But that is why our protective water layer is there. You know, I think having another side on the platform might be good. We'll work on that, but so things to do. Get a slab in these corners so we can climb up. Just really lamentable choice, because it was 50-50 between a top slab and a bottom slab. I didn't really make the choice. I merely simulated what it would look like if I did. Going to get rid of that crafting table there now. That was pretty funny, but ultimately not what I want my stuff to be doing, is sitting in the wall of the house. Although I guess you could make crafting tables for walls. And just do a little thing there. We'll have a door or two. Does dark oak jive well with this color scheme? I mean, it probably won't. And due to what I could only describe as a decision to place slabs, I gotta quit saying it like that. I'm gonna make it so I can never talk like that again if I keep on belaboring the point. It'll stop being funny to me and start being something else. All right, so this is what I would describe as a way to do things. We'll refine this over time. This is just the early iteration of the treehouse, where we'll build with top slabs the next time we do such a project. Yeah, I think rather than no, yeah, we'll just go with the original plan. We'll build just straight out there, and then probably destroy it after we leave. So rather than slabs, we're just going to go with blocks, because who cares? It's all the same. If you keep the right angle, the proper angle, not the right angle, this is not a right angle, but you can sort of peacefully build out in a straight line. There's a wandering trader there doing wandering things. And it is coming on nighttime, so time to place a torch here and then run inside the burgeoning treehouse to lay down for a second. And you know, it's not a great success, but a marginal one. We are making progress. Now, the other question is, can Garuda walk this far in a straight line? I'm inclined to believe in him. He is a bird, so he shouldn't like get hurt if he falls down, and we could reevaluate it. I could like put him in a boat and drive the boat straight across this thing. But we are closing in on how we'll navigate this. I'm just going to get a few more wood real quick. And this platform, I don't think we're going to keep it for the long term. No, not slabs. Have I learned my lesson? Jeez. I mean, clearly not if this is how I'm choosing to spend resources. But now we will we'll climb up the tree this way. And then we'll see if we can get Garuda to follow us in a single file line down there into the house. And then we will also get more birch slabs so that we can fill in the door. We'll get the birch first. And then see about the relocation. And we'll pick up the glass as well whenever we walk down there. So it'll be a bunch of things that we get to deal with. And perhaps we'll even see a cat along the way. And of course, while we were doing that, the wise farmers were hard at work looking at their crops, and I was hard at work dreaming of how I would one day take them. And I'm not replanting here. This is an insane place to plant in the first place. I didn't, you know, they did. But we are going to take advantage of the seeds, obviously, for the benefit of our best pal and for the benefit of our eventual farms. This iron golem is stymied very much by what's going on here. You know, I think I'm gonna help these people out, because that iron golem is, you know, he could be there forever, which isn't like a bad proposition for a golem, but it's not an overly useful proposition for a village. And it looks like this guy was also having a great deal of trouble navigating, so now he's going to be able to get out and go about his business. And you know, I'm sure he may wonder what happened to all of the melons and wheat that he was growing, but he may have also been mistaken, and maybe there wasn't that much growing in the first place. It's hard. How can anybody even remember what they were growing from one day to the next? But we're just running over here to grab a little bit more birch. This should be enough, but I don't want to be running out. Yeah, these people seem like they studied how to plant from me. Their wheat is half non-irrigated. They've got it all in these weird spots, just like in the hollows of trees. You can tell how much I don't approve because I'm not even replanting seeds. I'm just taking them. But now, the moments of truth. We're going to see if we can get Garuda to walk in a straight line on a single block width. Because that is what I've decided that a smart person would try to do. Alright. It's a lot of wheat seeds I got from that. And a lot of wheat also, you know, come to think of it. we've got a good little economy starting up. And I've got, some emeralds from my treasures on the hill. Were those the eyes of a spider, or were those just mushrooms? I think it was just mushrooms. Okay, yeah. So we are now going to attempt to bring Garuda with us. We're going to make a boat. Yeah, we're going to make a boat also, in case. Did I move my only... Okay, so this guy broke into my house. But he can't get out. Come on, Garuda. This man is not allowed into our new house. You hear me? But we're just going to go ahead and make a boat real quick. That way, if Garuda falls or gets a little scared of heights, then we'll be able to keep him along the way. Come on, buddy. Let's go to our new home. Things are going to be so much better there. Oh yes, you will be able to flap your arms excitedly. It'll be a wonderful existence. Because, as I'm doing this, I'm thinking both that Garuda is a smart and noble bird, and he obviously will be able to follow along, and then I'm thinking there's no way he's going to walk in a straight line. Of course, he was walking in a straight line in the water, so maybe I'm underselling him, which is, a terrible and insulting thing to say about your best buddy right in front of his face. Come on, pal. And by come on, I meant over here to where it leads. Only a shaky grasp on where I even need to end up. Up by this tree, up by this tree. Of course, fortunately, it is nice, and in the daytime, there are unlikely to be any perils, I say as I avoid looking into the cave mouth. Alright, so is this going to work? I'm going to crouch so I won't fall off. Alright, I just need to... This is truly the greatest thing I've ever done in Minecraft, is this backing up. I bet I could stop crouching and back up. I don't think we're in any risk of falling down. No, we'll crouch again. And obviously I could, be doing this not in this view, but it's funnier this way. As we gently guide Garuda into our new house. Yes, and now we can excitedly jump up and down. Oh, you do actually bounce on the bed a little bit. I thought that was just a thing that the little kid villagers did, but all right. Magnificent. And that means it's time to go to first person where all of the building happens. Get birch planks, get birch slabs. I don't know actually if chickens can fit in the bottom hole of slabs, but in any case, I don't think there's mosquitoes in Minecraft, but if you've lived in a place with mosquitoes, you'd be averse to just having some freestanding air at the bottom of a place that you were supposed to sleep. All right, jolly good. And, a roof would be good, right? I could go one panel higher. First, I forgot to pick up the glass. And I forgot to close that. So a lot of mistakes. But the important thing is that we don't actually really need a roof. The open air is healthy, and this is a nice little place. The sun's going down, and you know the mosquitoes will have to come in through the top. They won't be able to bother us from down below. And this is a good time to just do a little bit of inventory management. We'll burn up this shovel. Do we have a furnace? I was like, do we have a furnace? Do we use a furnace inside? Yeah, I mean, we might as well. Because, I mean, like, being funny aside, nothing bad happens for doing this. We'll burn the oak slabs, and that'll just give us like a little tiny nugget of iron, I think. But that'll be better than just breaking it and getting nothing. And it takes a couple of slabs to do it, yep. And there's our little nugget. And I don't know how useful that is, but it made me feel like I understood game mechanics. And that is, I mean, definitely a semblance of its own reward. And now it's time for a good night seed and a good night to Garuda. And I think it's a good time to go ahead and end this video, I think. When we return, you know, we'll get glass, we'll put a roof on the place, and then we'll think about where to go from here, because this is perfect. Garuda is safe inside. We've got a beautiful waterfall here. We'll go over there and take a look at how this looks. Or actually, I need to sort out my my protective equipment here. That shouldn't be a source, and yet it has become one. Or something. There we go. It's like, we should be able to... Oh. The crouch key still stuck. There we go. Oh, I guess I had made a source there inadvertently, which... That's rough, but we just need to find where they're coming for generally, and we can get a much better view of where the sources are going to be. So that's right. Yeah, because there were a couple here. There we go. That's one. No, not place a slab. And after just like one more hit, we should be knocking like all this stuff down. All this stuff, all of the water that protected us from harm. But whenever I was putting it in, there must have been like, I would have made a source that made a couple of other things a source, because I definitely didn't place that many water buckets. But in just trying to make it so there wasn't a place where I would fall down, made it a little bit more annoying there. Speaking of annoying, a wandering trader. He's got nothing I particularly care about. I mean, spruce saplings are great, and orange flowers are cool, but, you know, I can't even think of a thing that they would even sell that I would be, like, amazingly psyched for. I mean, a tree that I wanted to grow, like, if they had a cherry sapling, okay, so I can obviously think of one thing that I would want. But we're going to run over to this side now that the protective equipment is sorted out. I don't have any food on me, which means I'm actually going to shut up soon. So that's what the house looks like. I think that's nice. It's at a good position on the trees where the vines will be like around it, which would be a nightmare for actual, you know, living. Vines are not fun when they grow on the side of your homes. Uh, they are much stronger than you are, and you can spend all afternoon trying to knock the vines down, and by the morning they will be there again. But that is all right, because these vines will not be breaking up my walls. They will not be causing me to have difficulty with my goals or anything like that. You know, I really could have done that this way, but that is going to be a good place to end it, I think. We'll just go up and say hello to Garuda again. I need to start remembering to close that whenever I'm leaving, but there we go. Good old Garuda. Thank you so much for watching and listening. I hope you've enjoyed, and that when we return, it'll be more hardcore Minecraft that you'll forget is even hardcore. Nice and peaceful. We'll put a roof on, build some windows, plant some potatoes and wheat, and think about what we're going to do in the future. You know, will I put bottom slabs all around to fix this house? Probably. You know, as I'm doing the sign off, I realize that I would just be happier if they were all bottom slabs already. So I'm going to do this however many times I can, and then I'll end, as always, abruptly. Thank you so much.